Triple Crown winner Camelot made his much anticipated comeback at the Curragh today and didn't disappoint when winning the Moorsbridge Stakes. You can watch a replay along with Victoria winning the Atharsi Stakes elsewhere on the website. The listed Tetrarch Stakes was run without the favourite Cougar Ridge, who refused to load into the stalls, and it was Shrutan who impressed to take the spoils for Pat Deegan and Chris Hayes. This 3-year-old in the purple colours is now unbeaten in 2 races and could be a really promising type for the future.
Inside the last 200 now, and Shrutan on the far side heads 4 to 5 as they race up now towards the final 150 yards, and it's Shrutan and Chris Hayes drawing on 2.5 lengths in front and running up towards the finish. Shrutan draws on to beat 4 to 5. Pop Artist.
Aidan O'Brien looks to have another smart type on his hands with the 2-year-old son of elusive quality Michael Mass. The 2 to 9 favourite in the dark blue colours ran second on his debut at Leopardstown on heavy ground and looks like he will get further no problem. His trainer said there is a winner's race at Naas he may go for, and it's worth noting he has an entry in the Phoenix Stakes.
Racing inside the final 200 yards now, and Michaelmas the leader from the Organ Grinder, and on the near side Candy Apples. They run up towards the finish. It's Michaelmas and Joseph O'Brien with a length and a half lead as they go towards the line. Michaelmas will win by a length. Candy Apples.
Scotland Forever in the yellow and red colours battled gamely when challenged by Wexford Opera in the closing stages of the 6 furlong maiden. The 9 to 1 chance was headed at one point by his rival but won it on the nod under Tygo O'Shea. The winner finished 3rd on his last start at Goran and handled the step up in class well today. Trainer Pat Shanahan said he's entered at Navan tomorrow depending on how he pulls out of them in the morning.
Scotland Forever in the lead for Tygo O'Shea, being followed by Wexford Opera running on the far side. Through Verdict is in 3rd. They're racing now inside the final 150 yards. Scotland Forever, and on the far side Wexford Opera as they hit the line. Wexford Opera on the far side of Scotland Forever.
And the final race on the card, a bumper over 2 miles, was won by Made in Germany for Willie and Patrick Mullins.
But Made in Germany finding more now for Patrick Mullins as they begin to race inside the final 200 yards. Made in Germany, the leader from Concordon, and in 3rd place is Egyptian Warrior up to the finish. Made in Germany, another one for Patrick and Willie Mullins.
Meanwhile, at Down Royal, Gordon Elliott and David Condon teamed up to land the feature race of the day, a handicap hurdle over 2 miles and 6 furlongs with Bondage. The 6-year-old with the white face appreciated a sound surface and has shown some promise in the past, having finished 2nd to Curragh at Cheltenham in November. He was disappointing in the Coral Cup but won well here today.
Bondage with Gold Bullet trying to rally again at the final flight. Bondage hurdles quickly. Gold Bullet is going to have to rally now to go towards the line, and it's Bondage is quickening away in the closing stages. Bondage is going to win plenty comfortably at the death. Bondage under David Condon for Gordon Elliott win the Shungrain Bookmakers hurdle. Gold Bullet back in 2nd. Beachdale Lad 3rd, sizing Joburg 4.
House Rules took the verdict in the 2.5 mile handicap chase for Henry de Bromhead and Andrew Lynch. The 8 to 1 shot in the familiar yellow, green and red carried by Sizing Europe was making his handicap debut here after having won a beginner's chase at Killarney in August and chasing home Bailey Green after that. He appreciated the good ground and ran on gamely when challenged.
House Rules begins to pick it up from He's Our Man back in 3rd. Dark Prospect at the final fence. House Rules over in front. A little awkward pecks on landing. Comanche War Dance and He's Our Man either side. Dark Prospect comes late, but House Rules is going to hang on from He's Our Man. House Rules, He's Our Man. Comanche War Dance is close for 3rd with Dark Prospect.
In Britain at Windsor, odds-on favourite Sea Shanty followed up on his success 2 weeks ago over course and distance to win the handicap over 1.5 miles a furlong. This 3-year-old ran a good 2nd to Mahajim at Ascot last season, and despite a £6 rise for his win, has done it comfortably today.
Sea Shanty being made to work all the way to the line by Excuse to Linger. Sea Shanty, however, does have still this half-length lead over Excuse to Linger, and Sea Shanty is getting on top on the run to the line. And once again, it's Royal Windsor. Sea Shanty follows up the success of a fortnight ago.
And finally, Ghost Runner built on her last run at Epsom, where she finished 3rd to score over 1.5 miles a furlong for Sir Henry Cecil and Ian Mongham.
Hasn't quite put this to bed. Ghost Runner still leads to Do Run Run, trying to get up the inside with 3/4 of a length to find. Ghost Runner holding to Do Run Run on the run to the line, and it's Ghost Runner who's home in front. Ghost Runner beat Do Run Run in 3rd place Capella's Song.